when they want to achieve it, but they don't know how to.
Yes.
So talk to them.
Okay. If I were you in this moment, I would make a plan first. I would sit down alone, make a plan with a notepad, old-fashioned, and a pen, and make a plan and try to see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years, doing something that you know you're going to like. So
you write about it? Or
I always write about it.
Yeah, or you make columns, the positives, the negatives, I mean...
Well, I did a couple of things. First, I wrote everything. Like I want to do videos in social media. Okay, how?
Like short sentences?
Yes.
Like
a brainstorming.
Brainstorming yourself and writing about it.
Yeah, like where do you see yourself? I see myself talking to a lot of people from around the world. Okay, how are you going to get that? So it's like a golden folder that I call it. So it's the what you want to do and how you're going to achieve it.
And also you mentioned time, so a when.
A when. But the thing is, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And this is something very difficult for me to deal with because there are going to be moments where nothing is going to happen, and that's okay. That's part of the process. Understanding that this is a part of the process, it's key. So you don't go crazy. Now,
we have to understand that some people is going through difficult situations.
Yeah.
It's called desperation, and they don't have much time to solve the problem. So, it's amazing what you have achieved, changing careers. And in between that, you are telling me, sit and think and write about it. What, how, when.
But here's the thing. Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I saw a video. I follow everybody on social media, like Tony Robbins and these guys. And one of them, I don't remember who, he said, okay, how do you manage your time? Because let's say you need the money and you need to do the 9-to-5 job, right? So that's 9 hours or 8 hours or whatever. And then you sleep for the other 8 hours, but you still have 7 or 8 hours left. Right? You still have more time. It's not like you sleep and you work. You still have that time. So in that time, use it wisely. If you don't have the luxury of like spending time thinking about your future, take the 9-to-5 job, and in your free time, you can think about a strategy that is going to work for you.
Strategy, and that's very important. So you establish a plan.
Yeah.
You write it and you said, okay, option A, that's my option and I'm going to take it. What's from there?
Well, here's the thing. When you have the plan and you think about how to do it, there is a point when you have to stop thinking and you have to jump.
Right.
And you jump.
Yeah,
and you
because
go for it.
Sitting, nothing is going to happen.
Nothing is going to happen. So you jump. Like one of the scariest things that I did in my life was bungee jumping from a bridge. But you have to do it.
That's very Anthony Robbins.
Yes. I used to do all those things. I love that. And I want to do it again, except that I have kids and I'm afraid of dying. But
have you walked over fire and all that stuff?
No, but I did skydiving and things like that.
Okay.
But I feel like at one point you have to jump, and then from there you see, okay, what's working, what's not working, let's reevaluate and things like that.
So adaptation, flexibility,
yes.
but also resilience, relentlessness in looking for your goals.
Yes. And there is something that I do every day that has helped me a lot. And I want to share this because maybe it helps somebody out there. I wasn't doing it at the beginning because I thought, whatever, this doesn't matter. But it did matter, and it did change my way of seeing things. And it was like every day in the morning, I send my kids to school, and then I sit down for 5 minutes. And I have a journal where I write what do I want to achieve on that day. But I write everything that I want to achieve as if that already happened. For example.
So past tense?
Yes. Like, I am so grateful for the sponsors that came today. I am so grateful for, for these executive who called me today. That I've been waiting for that call. And then you're grateful for your kids, your blah, 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 your things that you're grateful for. So I think about it. I write about it as if I already lived that, Like I'm giving an order to my brain to have that happen because it already happened.
It's this sort of affirmations again, that you educate your brain to think in advance what you want to achieve.
Yes.
So
and it really, I don't know why, it's like it sends a message to the universe and then things come, and then so I write 3 goals in past tense, and then I write what would make my day amazing.
Every day you do that?
Yes. And then at night when I go to bed, right before I fall asleep, I write, okay, out of these things, what happened, what didn't happen, and what could I have changed.
So that's quite a discipline.
Yeah.
You need to be
But it's 5 minutes. I don't spend more than 5 minutes.
So do you think that takes away the, how do you call it? The
negativity, I think.
Negativity for sure.
Yeah.
Because you are, I don't think you're going to write, I want this bad thing happening to me. You are not doing that.
No, but here's the thing, because when you think, oh, I don't want this to happen to me, then you're calling that thing to happen to you more.
Right.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, but don't you think that just kind of talking about it, don't you think that takes away your habit, takes away the improvisation, the originality of your life? Like if everything is planned, so my goodness, nothing is out of the plan.
Well, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have a lot of time for yourself, and sometimes it's very difficult to have a structure. Sometimes you get distracted. I mean, a lot of people get distracted, and you waste a lot of time doing nothing. So that's why I write, and I'm like, okay, I want to do this, and that. And then, okay, I have an order for today, and it's like, okay, this gives me some type of structure on my day. Which
is so important because most of us don't have a structure and we just are surviving and reacting.
Exactly.
So there are two kinds of, how do you call it, operation or in your life.
Yeah.
One is when you are reactive. You are always reacting to circumstances that are out of your control.
Which happens a lot.
Which the circumstances are actually modeling your life. So you are a factor of life, but not in control of your life, which is totally different. People that are managed by circumstances and people that actually manage circumstances.
Exactly.
It's totally different. You are the second, the latter.
I try.
You try to actually manage the circumstances.
Yes, there's a saying of a famous philosopher in Argentina, Mafalda, which is a cartoon. And she used to say, the urgent doesn't give me time to do the important things, which is this, right? Sometimes.
Okay, I love Mafalda, but I also love Seneca, the Roman philosopher.
Uh-huh.
And I want to read something that he wrote about it, and I just want to
pick
listen.
My brain.
Pick your brain about it. What do you think about it? He said, "Life is long if you know how to use it."
I think he's talking about what we were talking about just now, that there is enough time, but sometimes we're wasting time worrying about things that are not important or doing things that are not essential. And if we organize ourselves, there's time for your kids, there's time to grow, there's time to think, there's time to plan. But sometimes we're too worried in the urgent things that we don't think about how to organize ourselves. And then when we're old, we get there and we're like, I wish I had the time to play with my kids.
Right.
Which we do have it.
Okay. And my last question, if I give you a billboard in the most important street in town, what message would you write on it? Except your brand, of course.
I would write, the noblest act is the act of making everybody happy.
Again?
The noblest act is the act of making everybody happy. Which is not mine. It's P.T. Barnum, and I live for that.
But it's amazing. I mean, that's your mantra. You like it.
I'm all about kindness and being good and being sweet to people.
What's your next goal? Where are you trying to?
I want to reach 1 million subscribers and hopefully have a more organized career and work a little bit less. I've been working too many hours, hire people. That would be ideal to have more time to be with my kids and my family.
Vero, before we finish this conversation, is there a message that you would want to share with our listeners?
Yeah, that if you want to start something, think about this as a marathon, not a sprint. And also, to me, it's like I tell everybody, this is like doing surf, which I don't do. But imagine if you're doing surf, you're going to go up in the wave and it's going to feel amazing. And it's going to be like, oh, I'm on top of the world. And then you're going to fall down and it's going to be hard. But then if you think that you're going to go back up again, it's going to feel amazing. And when you're up there, that's going to feel really sweet. So that's
Vero,
the message.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your knowledge and your wisdom with us. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully in the future you make a cake about podcasting.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
If you want to learn more about Vero Sweet Hobby, go to VeroSweetHobby.com. Thanks so much for listening to our show this week. If you want to find out more about our podcast, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Como Lo Hizo, or visit our website at ComoLoHizo.com. Please subscribe to our show on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to your podcast. If you want to reach out to comment or suggest a topic, please email hello@ComoLoHizo.com. This show was produced at the iHeart Studios in Los Angeles. I'd like to thank our producer Amelia Macchiavello, our sound engineer Martin Garcia, our technical supervisor Nathan Staton, and Annie Siderovich, our general producer. Como Lo Hizo is a co-production from Premiere Radio Network and Crece Grow Media. I am Fernando Schiantarelli. Thanks again for listening.